Okay, so Kidulthood is a British film with the urban variety. It's directed by Menhaj Huda and not Noel Clarke, who's actually just one of the writers and also one of the stars. And the other stars include Amal Amin, Red Madril, Adam Deacon, and Jamie Winstone. Nicholas Hoult has a small part in it as well, and so does David Ajala. And Femi Oyeneran is also one of the main stars of this film. The film centers around a bunch of teenagers who are given a day of school following the suicide of one of the students. The events of the day that end in a house party make up the story. I actually kind of like this film, even though it's got lots of stupid stuff in it, but like it did spawn many other films and it did launch careers for Adam Deacon, which is probably not a good thing. And Amal Amin and Noel Clarke, you know, they got a lot from this film. But with that being said, let me bait this film up.
Mum and Dad are away, so anything goes.
This kid is trying to get his house trashed. And who are these guys? How in high school are you friends with everyone? Especially when you don't come across as popular.
Push up. See Claire, right?
Why is Sam just asking anyone if they've seen her? Everybody doesn't know everybody.
Why are you calling me that? You know my name's Claire.
If you're scared of a bully, you wouldn't mess with his girl out in the open at school. That's kind of dumb. Somehow you're drilling a hole in a gun in school because his uncle thinks that that's safer than just buying a drill? And this nerd actually put his goggles on. What a loser. Okay, they're really going out of their way to prove that Sam is a horrible person.
What?
No.
The fuck are you looking at, you fat bitch? You know me. Have you seen Claire? Come we kid, man. I'm not your fuck.
How long has man been kissing this girl for anyway? Okay, now I'm confused. Did he just leave the room through a convenient side door?
What's wrong with these battios, man? All this fucking playing football. Coming to class stinking it up afterwards.
How can you cuss guys for playing football at break time? Later on, Trife and Jay are playing FIFA, so clearly they ain't got nothing against football. So why did he even say this? Just to have some kind of dialogue? Yeah, probably that.
You know what? Them two girls over there are fucking weird, blood.
Okay, now for some reason, Sam has decided to have a problem with these girls. For nothing. But he seems to be close enough to these girls to get them hyped up.
You watch. I'm gonna mash her up.
Okay, so Mooney is on the left and Traff is on the right, but in the next shot, they're on the other sides, and Mooney gets that finger right on his shoulder. Nasty.
Get inside before the second bell.
Okay, so he screws the teacher and gets him shook. So these sort of actions, even though they make Trav come across a bit more menacing, they also make him a less likable character. And it also conflicts with the way he's portrayed in the rest of the film.
Hey, Alicia's looking tip, boy. Why you spot with her?
Okay, her name is Alyssa. Alyssa.
Hey, what you uniform pussy hoes know about titties and pussy and all them things there? And what you doing chatting about Alyssa? You don't know that I fucked that girl a few weeks ago, black. Every day for a week when she's supposed to be your girl.
Uniform pussies? Dude, you're in sixth form and you probably should be wearing uniform too. What even makes you think you're so tough? Like, what? And how do you even know that they're talking about Alyssa? I mean, you just came here from some far off distance, so you clearly couldn't hear what they were saying. Not to mention that he said Alicia. And Sam is a pedo anyway. I mean, like, what? He's in sixth form. He's at least 16, 17. Like, damn near, maybe even 18. And his girlfriend must be about 15, 14. That's statutory rape.
So bad, innit?
Phew. Lucky the teacher isn't there.
What I tell you before, huh? When I call you, you must come.
Why is this girl talking like she got Jamaican parents?
What I tell you your name was?
Okay, so this one here gives her the softest little pushes and seems to get really irritated when she says, "Leave me alone, please." And then we get this rhythmical slap. Why do they keep talking downwards to her in the point of view shots? Clearly she's taller than them.
So what are you? A slag then? Go on, bitch. Tell everybody you're a virgin. What? Pick up my ring and tell everyone you're a virgin. Pick it up, man. Well?
I'm a virgin.
So no Clark seems to think that it's embarrassing to be a virgin at 15. I didn't even have any girls in my school, but even as a boy it wasn't embarrassing. It definitely wouldn't make everyone laugh.
And none of you lot better say nothing, or else you'll get the same as that bitch did with her virgin self.
Oh, so still no teacher. Must be a free lesson. And still with the virgin thing.
She ain't no virgin.
How the fuck would you know?
Okay, that's it, Trife. Now say something cool and witty.
Was me and her fucked the day I turned you down.
We'll just say that. Just say that.
No.
How's biology?
How was biology? What kind of question is that? Is it just so that they had some dialogue? Yeah, I bet it's that. See, this girl here, she's like one of the better actors in the film. She's only got a small role, but she does commit to it really well. Look, it's President Wensleydale.
School finish at 4. Why it take so long?
Why does school finish at 4?
Cool. Now get out.
But he knows the gun isn't loaded, right? I mean, he just brought it there. Like, he brought the gun there.
I won't.
Later.
All right, Trevor. Me little gun driller.
Yo, dude, keep it down, man. Stop self-snitching. Where it is better, where it is wetter.
Under the seat.
About it. What sort of thing is that to say? Aren't you worried?
Katie's mum's boobs will not be confined by any cardigan, dagnammit.
There you go. She's fine.
So now Katie writes herself a suicide note that seems to be all about Sam and nothing about the girls who bullied her, and also about how Trife was always nice to her, which we find out later. Then her mum continuously yells for her in a tone that could obviously not be heard over the music, but yet she doesn't even give her a chance to answer anyway. Then Katie hangs herself from the ceiling? From the light bulb? From the roof? I don't know what she's got in her room to hang herself from.
Morning, Jason.
Morning, Mrs. Hector.
I hope you two boys use this day to remember that poor girl and not for foolishness.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, Mrs. Hector.
Go on.
That's right, blood. Do what your mum says.
Yeah, blood. School called her this morning. Told my mum the whole year the day off.
So I'm supposed to believe that Katie's parents have informed the school during this sad time. The school have had enough time to contact everyone in that year and tell them that they have the day off all before 8 a.m. And the school can't just give days off anyway. I mean, eventually they're going to have to be there in a day when they're the only year at school.
It's proper sad, man.
I know, man. I mean, I was just about to leave my fucking yard, like, I had my uniform on and everything.
Sam and them girls, always picking on her.
Yeah, but Sam troubles us too, blood, and we ain't committing suicide over it, are we?
If anyone should fucking die, it's him, man. Can't believe someone oppressed is dead.
So why you told me then, man?
She asked me not to say nothing, innit? What people call a sketting thing. Plus her dad called us.
So you are a 15-year-old bad boy and you didn't tell your friends that you hit a girl who, by what we've seen, you don't have anything in common with. I mean, it's not like you care so much about her, and even if you do, why do you care about her more than Alyssa? Like, what is it with you and this Katie chick? What is it with everyone in this Katie chick? What is it about Katie, damn it? Hold on, what does the dad catching you have to do with it? And why didn't you tell them? Like, why didn't you tell them?
Hold up, though. Jacked it off my mum. Inspired that, man.
Blood, weird thing is, though, the dad come by late last night. That's how I found out she was dead. And her suicide note, she said something about Sam troubling her. I was always nice to her.
I know.
Okay, and let's add this to the whole telling the school thing. So her dad, that caught them sleeping together one time, came around the same night that she died to his house because he can't distinguish him between Sam, but he knows his address. And he came and what? Told him the whole story. So, if school finishes at 4, and she got home for, let's say, 4:30, and hung herself around 6ish, they dealt with hospitals, police, and the school, I guess, and went to Tribe's house all in the same night. Why even go there before Sam's house anyway? I'm sure police would be much more interested in that. And shouldn't you be more distraught considering your daughter just hung herself and you found her dead? What are you doing going around to people's houses for chit-chats?
What? Did she mention me? I never see you chat to her anyway, man.
See, they're in the same class, and he said he's never seen him chat to her before. So, how close could they be? Is it even necessary to the story that they never knew about it?
Mooney, I want to duck out quick.
The whole day? Don't lie, blood. Yeah, I have to take a cab still.
If Jay had his uniform on and was just about to leave the house, how comes Mooney doesn't even know that he got the day off and is still in his bed? And why does he need to take a taxi? Oh, for jokes later. Oh, okay.
For fuck's sake.
Why does he get so irritated? He doesn't even know who's ringing.
Hello? Yeah, who's that?
It's me. You didn't call me.
So
Did you hear?
Alyssa calls him and tells him that she is pregnant. And he says it must be Sam's.
Yeah, fuck that. After you fucked Sam a few weeks ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he told me bareback to you.
You never knew that, did you?
But we do know.
Don't bother trying to explain, man. Do you know, for all I know, the baby's his. But now that I think of it, I know it is, and you know it too.
Yeah, but she's loose, man. Cut her off, man.
What? I slept with Katie last year.
Okay. So you slept with Katie when you was 14.
And that fucking Sam told him we slept together.
So why didn't you tell him what happened?
He didn't give me a fucking chance.
Yes, you did have a chance. How about here?
Yeah, fuck that. After you fucked Sam a few weeks ago.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he told me bareback to you.
You never knew that, did you?
But we do know.
Or when you brought up sleeping with Katie.
Right, I'm off to work. Listen, want you back by midnight.
Mum.
1 then, on the dot.
Some easily swayed mum.
Taxi! Fuck, man.
That's right. It's time now. The wait is over. Roll with us or get rolled over. Say what?
Who in school takes a taxi? Why can't he take a bus or a train? Or even just call a cab? And these are New York problems anyway, and if he gets a cab regularly, wouldn't he be aware of this?
Who needs money?
Why does she look so shocked? She must have known that her friend was a hoe from day one.
But I'm not gonna suck it, okay?
When you make your characters do stuff like this just for money to buy clothes, they instantly lose credibility.
Oi! What's wrong, man? What are you looking at?
Sam lives over there.
You want to get your Game Boy back? Sam's going to be a school guard, yeah? Only our year's got a deal. We'll just go up there, say we're his friends, we're picking it up in it. Simple.
So for no explained reason, Sam is not at school either. These guys know his exact address and trick his mum into letting them in. They go to his room, where for some reason his brother is also not at school, and they tie him up and put him on the balcony. And it's so nice of his brother to quietly cooperate.
Blood, you can't take his weed, man.
How can you tie up his brother and put him on the balcony, but draw the line at taking his weed? Taking his weed! You just tied up his brother and put him on the balcony. Nobody in this film seems to have issues with performing sexual acts with an audience.
I'm sorry, yeah, this don't know.
It's okay.
Let the sign down! You don't even know about sex, but I like her.
What the fuck you not doing in my yard?
So
See
why
you
is he
here,
even
I'm gonna
talking?
fuck you up, blood.
I mean,
and he see you,
the way it was
I'm gonna
shot,
shove
it was
this
like
back so
he saw
far
the
up your
condom in the
pussy.
fish tank, he saw his brother on the balcony, and that would explain why he's so mad at Claire, but it doesn't explain why he's not just swinging that bat recklessly. This was shot like a point of view angle, but Sam is clearly not facing that way. And why is Mooney all of a sudden so brave? So, hold on, they came to his house, tied up his brother, stole his weed, broke his keyboard on his head, sexed his girl on his bed, put the condom in his fish tank, rushed him, knocked his mum over as she brings them drinks. So, who's supposed to be the protagonist again? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'll be looking to kill people too. I'm sure Sam would catch them if he just takes the lift. Why even run? I mean, he goes to the same school as you. And judging by the logic of this film, he probably knows your addresses. He can probably just find you lot if he wants to. And why not? Why not come to your houses and knock over you lot's mums? You bastards. Alcohol, cocaine, ecstasy, and weed whilst pregnant. Yes, no credibility.
Fuck no, man.
What, blood?
Did I told them no onions?
Yeah, you did, man.
Shouldn't
You didn't say no
this
onions,
girl
man.
be in school? How come everybody's not at school today? So why are they all getting up? Oh, they're all going. I guess they take that onion stuff seriously. Dagnammit, they put onions in your burger. Well, we'll have to cease to dine at this establishment. But fam, we pay good money for this food. No, there were onions, fam. Onions.
Hey, did I say no onions? Food.
Okay, so one bite, onions, throw the burger away, and leave with no burger. Why can't you just catch a bus? Damn it.
No, you what, man? We got money, relax yourself.
Drive, man.
So what, me and you on or what now?
Yeah, I'm your gal.
Yeah?
Yeah, she probably just gave Sam some head.
Well, I gotta go home. I see you tomorrow, yeah?
How much drugs are they taking? They're not even clubbing or nothing. They're just taking drugs. They're not even high. They're not even high. How many drugs have they taken and they're not even high? These soft punches aren't gonna do nothing compared to all those drugs you're taking.
Dope. And you give us money for our dresses. Well, can we get it and go, please? Because I'm really
This
tired
leg
of this
position is not the same as this leg position.
I didn't know he was going to be so old. He's 28. He's an actor. That's almost twice our age.
Dude, why do you keep acting shocked by these things? This is your best friend, and she has a whole secret life that you act like you knew nothing about. Plus, you just saw her giving head to like a 40-year-old man, and you was a part of that. You even wanted her to sleep with him.
I know, but he thinks I'm 18 now, so...
This face position is not the same as this face position.
Okay.
But he was wearing that cap when he came in.
You sure?
Yes, because I greeted him.
Thank you. Do you know what? You want your hat so much? Take it.
But it's not his hat. So, owns hat, gets accused of stealing, throws hat, leaves with no hat.
Fucking prick.
Okay, so it's true the youngers are a bit crazy these days, but none of the adults in this film tried to keep them in check. The teacher, the shopkeeper, the cafe staff, the taxi driver, and the security guard let them disrespect them or intimidate them. These are just 3 15-year-olds, not a whole gang. Where are the adults like Tribe's uncle who just wouldn't take it from them? Where are those ones that you just wouldn't mess with?
Martin girls, what are you lot saying? Oi, do you have about a big bad girl that committed suicide? Proper sensitive, innit? She got so upset.
Alright, okay. Listen to this girl closely. I swear it's like she screws up every line.
That's all. She did a little bit of slapping. But we was only playing with her. We never meant to slit our wrist.
Seriously, what?
We was only playing with her. We never meant to slit our wrist. We scared. You killed her. Fucking shut up. You killed her. Listen, wife.
Listen, wife?
Listen, wife.
Listen, white?
If you're gonna do something to me, you can do it.
Why does she go shy here?
Go on. I've got bigger things to worry about than what you could do to me.
Why does she have this face like Alyssa just dropped some knowledge on her and left her to think about it? She literally said nothing to make her feel this way.
What the fuck are you thinking, Elisa? That couldn't be a son.
Now, seconds later, these girls are back to making threats and hyping by the window. So, what was the point? Like, if you're gonna have one of those moments in your film, yeah, it's supposed to be like a mic drop moment where you say what you need to be said, and Well, when you say what you need to say, and then the character that you said it to is affected by this, and it's meant to be like it changed them for life. Like, even if we don't ever see that character again, we need to think that maybe whatever you said has changed their perception, changed how they feel, made them show remorse for what they have done. If they do it and you say those things and then seconds later they're just back to their normal selves, then what was the point of even making you say that thing? What was the point of that scene? That means you went nowhere. You went nowhere, no Clark. You went nowhere.
That was a £45 hat, lads.
Don't just throw it away. These guys are only 15, but the money that they seem to have is ridiculous. Taxis, cafes, and designer clothes with no care in the world.
Shit, check the back off you.
There is no visible back off here.
Bathing as well, you know. See, that's what I want, but I want...
Hey, can I help you?
Do you work here?
Nah, sir, I was just making conversation. I wouldn't buy this trainers, though.
Dude, she barely looked at them.
Why not?
Rings. You married?
Yeah, my husband's been away a while.
Thanks for that additional info, Stella.
Actually, sometimes I could use a bit of company.
Why are you telling him all this? It's as if you want him to continue his pursuit.
Because I wouldn't want to disappoint you.
So for no real reason, she takes off her bag and leaves it wide open with her purse on top, somewhere where he can secretly take it with the plan to return it to her later. Which he does in a deleted scene that, most of you have probably never seen. And it's a bit stupid. It's really a bit of a stupid scene. But it does make this whole bit pointless. Yeah, it's pointless. Okay, so Jay takes the purse and runs off down some stairs without looking and bumps into some guys, one of which seems to be ready to fight until he is sucker punched by Trav.
Yo, let me take my hat off. How about white boy, skin and nut, mate? Does that work better for you, dickhead?
Yeah, he says this like he's bald, like he's a proper skinhead, but like, you're not a skinhead, bruv, and this whole thing was stupid and awkward. It's a weird thing to say in a fight. It's dumb. So they rush these guys with the same attack plan that they used on Sam, and again, Mooney is not at all scared to participate, except for when he does that disappearance act.
What's really good though, cousin?
Well, man, you think that scares me? Man, you don't even know me.
Then this guy makes these random statements but does nothing. Then for some reason, this causes a rift in the friendship, just because the script wants it to.
But I was under control until you started, man. You can't just start arms house in the middle of the street. What's wrong with you, blood?
Cool it, Jay, man.
Alright, man.
Cool it, Jay? He's Trav. Jay's the other one.
That's the bus, blood.
So a little scuff in front of this Mercedes turns into a scuff by this car, then back to the Mercedes.
You know what? Take a fucking purse, blood. You like it so much.
If Trav is meant to be the tough guy of the group, he wouldn't just let Jay throw the purse in his face.
If you were somebody else, I would have stabbed your Clark.
Stab me then, blood.
And Mooney says he would stab him if he was someone else, but why? He hasn't done anything. The film is creating conflict out of nothing, just a flimsy reason to have the characters part ways.
No more. And we ain't backing you no more. Come in, bro.
Okay, so even if Jay is upset, why is Mooney involved?
I can have her for one, but I don't need her. I don't need pussy your friends like you either.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, blood. Remember, we might call you Trav, but your name's Trevor, remember that, blood.
Why would he even say this? It's just like earlier on the train. It's like it's set up to be a mic drop moment, but it's just a random thing to say. That's like me saying, we might call you Spider-Man, but your name's Peter. Okay, sorry, that was mean.
When we get to school, I gotta tell everyone what a rubbish fuck you are and how bad you smell, if you know what I'm saying.
Why is he implying it? He could just actually say it.
They're going to that party tonight. That's where they're gonna be.
So why weren't I invited?
You wasn't invited because you're a bully and they are not in your year. Who is saying this because her lips aren't?
Claire, baby, you alright?
Yeah, Mum, I'm fine. Me and Sam are just...
The mum seems to have been listening this whole time. She must be able to tell that something is going on.
Why'd you sleep with Elisa?
Why'd you fuck that fucking Jay in my job as well?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
It's alright, it's alright.
No, it's not alright. And How come he's so sympathetic? I'm officially confused on who the bad guy is.
This one is £210.
Lise, can you not find another one? I really want this one. We've got 300 between us.
Yeah, and you said you'd split it.
Look, who got the money? Doing you a favour in the first place by getting you one.
She has a point.
Come on.
She did just fellatio a guy for that money. You're lucky to be getting any. £90 is more than enough for a dress for a 15-year-old that's just wearing it to a house party. So Trife goes to meet his uncle, and as he does, he sees this guy leaving. But when this guy got here, it was light outside, and that was ages ago. How long has it taken him just to pick up one gun?
Anyway.
What is this on the right?
It's easy, I can be.
Don't speak, just listen.
Why did he just yell like this? Was it to make him seem scary and unhinged? Well, pick a character, because earlier in the film he was portrayed as a man that can keep his cool when he's pissed off.
Me just sell the last of the bad guns to some youth. Me have more of the replicas for you to drill in the back. In the meantime. You did so well with this one. Let me think you should have it.
So you mean he didn't even desperately need that gun? So why even make him do it? And why give him a gun that he doesn't need? Did he tell you that he needs to kill or mug someone?
When he switched, yeah, we just kicked out and left him, man. And don't bother trying to call him, yeah, because his phone's off.
But why is his phone off? When did his phone become off? How do you know his phone's off? You haven't been with him all this time. And if you're just saying that as a lie, that's just dumb. That's just dumb.
No, I really need to speak to him.
Listen up, everybody.
And this guy here looks like he's harassing this tall girl.
This is my nephew, Trevor. A real...
And what exactly are you going to say to him, mate? I'm sorry, Trav. I fucked another guy when I was with you. Because it don't matter, because he knows now.
I'm going to tell him the truth.
Tell them the truth. What the hell is going on in this place? The school kids party hasn't even started yet, but these guys are having a whale of a time.
Listen, Trevor. Come. Why don't you handle something for me?
And then Trife's uncle calls him over, and then they have some weird moment where Trife tried to, like, I don't know, get on his back or something. Then Curtis gives this dude a hand job.
My property, but my money never come back.
That one noise is like something.
Oh, okay, so his phone isn't off then. I don't know what kind of sex they were having if he was facing this way. Come like the Teddy was the one getting the loving. He gave her bare sex. So she is kind of loose?
Bro, cool baby, you just got here like.
True, you'll probably get better later.
At 15, how could this not be considered a great party?
Look, don't worry about your little life, Trevor.
Look how she doesn't even try to tell him. She just mumbles a sentence so that he can cut her off.
And I understand that you don't want me, but I thought you ought to know that I never did.
All right.
Know that I never did.
All right.
To know that I never did.
All right.
Still come up to me.
No, but I don't like.
Please.
Oh, Daniel, I'm going to come chat to you in a sec, yeah?
So when did she become tough and scary? And why did that make this girl just walk off?
I know we're only going out for a couple of months. It was fun, Dread.
Fun Dread? Fun Dread? Did he just call the actress by her real name? Or did he just actually call her Dread like a Rasta?
I found out you fucked Sam. To hurt me.
Look, Trevor.
Wait.
Just say it, fool.
Why are you laughing? I said I love you.
Trevor, I never slept with Sam.
What?
I've been trying to tell you.
You wasn't trying to tell nobody nothing.
Yeah, pussy, or what now? Huh?
So Sam finally catches up to them and attacks Trife.
You wanna act like a big man? I'm gonna beat you like a fucking big man! Where's your two boys? Because you three pussies are finished tonight!
And then we have this pointless, contrived, non-story arc conclusion.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you are.
You understand, blood?
how do they all know, and how is that even relevant?
Don't fucking touch her! Fuck you!
I thought you were gonna change!
Dude, he's defending you and fighting Sam. That is change.
Something's wrong with Fran!
Yeah, Alyssa. He just got hit in the stomach with a baseball bat. You ain't see that? Why did they all start shouting together? It's almost as if they done it on cue. Then this dumb fool shows up to the party looking for a dude that has no right to be there. And I'm sure this is Mooney's brother in Mooney's brother's car.
Who the fuck is Sam? Hey, you better tell me who the fuck Sam is now, man. You better stop fucking talking, because I know he's fucking here. Who the fuck is Sam?
Baby, listen. We'll go out on the weekend, yeah? Me and you will do something nice.
Bitch, he don't want to hear that.
Blood. Sam's not here, you know? He's not here.
He's Sam!
Okay, so this is Katie's friend from earlier. This is obviously her payback for what Sam has done to her and her good friend. But all I'm thinking is, why are you at this party? Your good friend just died, and you probably found out that morning like the rest of them. Shouldn't you be in mourning or something?
I don't know who you are, guys. I don't know.
Why even wear the mask?
My little sister Katie. Me one. Why you shouldn't die? Give me one fucking reason why you shouldn't die. Because it's not worth it.
I am so fed up with people saying this kind of stupid stuff in films. Look, man's sister just killed herself because of his bullying. Maybe she's worth it. And aren't you dying from a back to the chest? Why are you wasting your last breaths to make these random statements? Shouldn't you be saying something like, tell my mom I love her? Or, make sure you raise my baby correctly? Or, my name's not really Trevor. It's Trafe. I don't know. Something along those lines. Like, say something meaningful and important.
Feds. Come on. Push yo.
You're the pussy, old man.
So for some strange reason, Sam decides to insult this dude before he goes, making him come back and shoot the gun that jams as Curtis said it would. What are you talking about? They was watching the whole time. Just like Mooney was. Kidulthood is an enjoyable movie, but not a particularly good one. The plot and the characters are flimsy, and things are set up in the most unbelievable ways. The script is kind of weak with silly dialogue and exaggerated ideas of what London life is like. Characters often display characteristics that contradict each other. I mean, it will entertain us, especially because at the time there wasn't really any movies like it in the UK. But the acting, story and direction will at times pull you out of the film and make it hard for you to take it seriously. Often playing out like a film a student would make, with all the usual things that a student would put in, like pregnancy, guns, drugs, sex and the obligatory main character death. If you're from London, you will relate to some of it, but I reckon anyone from outside of the UK might find it not that much of a good movie. But definitely worth a watch. So, I mean, if you want to give it a try, give it a little try. I mean, it's a new one coming out soon. There's a sequel that's, some people might say is better. I'd say give it a watch. Give it a watch, but don't expect to see many great performances or great lines of dialogue or great scenes or great directed shots. I mean, the budget was pretty small, and I think it was quite like a risky project to take on. Nobody knew that it would reach the success that it did. So just based on the success that it made and how all the success that it had garnered and the fact that the writer got so much fame of it, I mean, just for that alone, you have to give the films some ratings. I mean, seldom does the writer get to be known as the main filmmaker and constantly mistaken for the director. So just for that alone, I mean, I'm going to give it a bit of a round of applause. So, I mean, in the scheme of movies, you know, it's going to be like a low rating, maybe like a 6 or something. But I'd probably watch it over most 6s just because it's from my bits, innit? It's a London film, Mike. All right, that's the bait up. Catch you later. Bait up, bait up, bait up, bait up. I'm going to beat up some more films next. I'm going to beat up some more No Clock. I'm going to beat up that film Shank. I'm going to beat up some more of these stupid films that I've seen around here. I'm going to beat them all up. I'm going to beat them all up. And then I'm going to follow up with some more positive things. It can't be negative all the time.